So Paige Bueckers and the Breeze faced off against the Laces and they lost today. Can't say, I'm going to be honest, can't say Paige had a bad game. I will not say that Paige had a bad game because I actually do think that Paige had a very, very, very solid game. And down the stretch, it was a bit grim. But that happens. I don't think this was a lack of aggressiveness. I don't think this was a lack of willingness to shoot. It was a bad end to the game. Like, it happens. It happens in every single sport. It happens in every single sport. It is one of those things where Paige had Paige genuinely had a good game, but she just missed. She missed a couple of shots down the stretch. And then she tried to take a charge from Alyssa Thomas. And I mean this when I say this, like, how it isn't a charge is beyond me. Like, I'm going to be calling I'm going to be making an entire video on Alyssa Thomas. Like, the refs need to stop Alyssa Thomas. Like, you didn't see it here. First of all, she clocked Cameron Brink in the face like a couple of possessions earlier. Like, this is at 65, 68. Or sorry, 65, 60. I know, I think this is making a 2-point game. She just clocks her in the face. Like, look at her left arm. She makes sure the elbows into the head. With this right here, how exactly is this not a charge? Can somebody explain to me how this is not a charge? There we go. So, Alyssa Thomas, let's start this off, is running in a straight line. Paige is completely set. And Alyssa Thomas refuses to change the way she runs, just rams through Paige. And Paige is just like, what? Sorry, wrong scene. But she literally just rammed through Paige. Like, how exactly is that not an offensive foul? How is that not an offensive foul? Alyssa Thomas back-to-back buckets. Like, Paige decided to not play defense after that. Like, everyone's saying, oh, you know, it's a business decision not to take a charge from Alyssa Thomas. Yeah, obviously it's a business decision because nothing's going to get called. Nothing is going to get called. Like, it's a guarantee you're going to get hurt because she's going to run through you and the referee is going to say, here it is. Here's the full footage of it. Like, can someone explain to me, like, what is going on here? Paige is playing good defense and Alyssa Thomas just decides to charge through Paige Bueckers. And even going to say, oh, her feet aren't set. That's also not even a rule. All Paige has to be is in a legal guarding position. It's nothing about feet being set. If someone is in a legal guarding position, the offensive player rams them down. They don't need to be standing and waiting for a charge. If the offensive player rams you down, like, it has to be an offensive foul. Like, how much did I pay the ref? She's always been allowed to play rugby. Like, it is mental. It's absolutely mental. But in general, like, Paige had got out of the way for a couple. She got out of the way for a few of the layups that Alyssa Thomas hit. Defensively, Paige had 2 blocks and a steal in the first, 90 seconds of the game. Or maybe a little bit longer than that. But the first quarter, she ended up with 22 points, sub 50% from the field, 33% from 3. And she was willing to shoot the 3, which I'm happy about. Kate Martin, I don't know what was wrong with Kate Martin shooting. It was like she hit 2 in a row and then struggled to hit the rim after that. I don't know what's been wrong with her shooting in a rival this year. Overall, the Breeze did not shoot well from 3. Alyssa Thomas, obviously playing bully ball. Jackie Young only playing 8 minutes herself. And I actually saw an article, and it was from Bleacher Report listing the best players in Unrivaled. And and this before Unrivaled, they listed Paige number 1 and Jackie Young number 12. I'm like, what are we doing? I can guarantee you Paige undeservedly wins MVP. I can guarantee you that. It is one of those things where she absolutely has been. If we're talking about I'm just going to look at the standings. So if you look at the standings here, where is standings? Is it in games? Why is standings in games? But anyway, the Rose, the Breeze, the Phantom are all equal. I think you probably give, you might give Brittany Sykes. You have to do someone on the Laces first team. The Mist, if the Mist stay second, you're probably going for what's her name? Probably going Stu or Alicia Gray maybe on the first team, and then it'll be Chelsea Gray. Because Chelsea are still averaging close to 30, unless Kat Copper takes all of her minutes. So what's the story with the stats so far here? Again, the stats don't really matter at the end of the day. Paige is second in assists. Chelsea Gray's gone first in assists and points. So she's obviously going to make first team. Paige gone to fourth in points. Breanna Mabry there in second. Breanna Mabry third in assists. Alicia Gray third in points. Aaliyah Edwards. Geez, the Lunar Elves are the last place with 2 of the top 5 in points. It's kind of mad. But, wow, Paige actually tied top in game winners. Fair play. Fair play. She's 3 to 4. I think Malonga has 1 on a layup. Aaliyah's top in blocks. But all around, in general, a solid enough performance. A very poor fourth quarter, in fairness. But I don't mind, again, I don't mind a quarter where she just plays bad. Because there's a big difference when we're talking about it. We're talking about like these fourth quarters. And I'm not as annoyed. I'm not as annoyed because in the WNBA last season, I was annoyed because she was very, very, she was very hesitant to shoot the ball. She'd just let Zaza James shoot the ball late in the fourth. And I'm like, there is no reason why you are not taking the shot. Like, there's absolutely no reason why you are not taking the shot right now. But at the end of the day, it was a decent performance. Again, unrivaled doesn't really matter. Wins and losses don't matter. She shot the 3 ball. She was aggressive shooting the 3. She took a good charge on Alyssa Thomas. But it didn't really matter because the referees aren't going to call it. Look, if the refs aren't going to ref the game fairly and they're going to let Alyssa Thomas play rugby, she's not the strongest player in the league because we've seen Angel Reese bully her enough times, and then her choke slamming Angel Reese because she was getting bullied. She's just willing to she's basically willing to hack, and she plays reckless. I'm not going to say she plays dirty because dirty implies intent, and I don't think she's trying to hurt people. I just think she doesn't care whether or not she hurts somebody while she's going to the basket. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Alyssa Thomas thing later, but next video, or maybe in the video before this, is going to be about the Aaliyah Boston and Brittany Griner and everything, which I don't know how real it is. I need to make sure I can find out if it's real. Anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.